thank you for watching the video. Now we're going to part 6 of the Incommunicado, but first I want to say tomorrow, the January 3rd, there'll be an update. I believe it'll be like extremely early, about I believe sometime at 3 or 6. So, and then we just now got our first mod browser, simple sandbox area. It seems like a few people don't like it, and let's see, does it tell me how much it takes to even play it? Not really sure, but so Alfredo 95 43 53 has put his own little sandbox, so great for him. If he does put like a how you make your own mod browser, that would be nice. So maybe one of these days I'll get into looking into making my own. So the other thing I want to point out, which I actually didn't notice until this morning when I was getting a few resources for today's um, video, is that I really don't have that much concrete to use compared to the sunken, where I would find concrete all over the place. It's only in these 4 locations on the map I have. The light blues are concrete. The yellow is like I can find these large tires and like large bundles of by the steel beams, by the steel pipes, and then one by the transport by the northern tunnel. So yeah, I'm gonna show that in a second. Okay, that's for the day's episode, but let me show what I mean. When I go into resources, and of course I always saw the green trees, but when I actually zoom in closer, I can see the steel pipes, the metal for making pipes, beams. Here's the light blue for the concrete, and then the yellow, which actually I zoomed in one time without realizing it for the toy truck, which I was like, okay, that's a little yellow, maybe that's something there, and that's how I found the toy truck. So I was wondering how I figured out, like, what was getting my attention to go there. But also, you gotta use your green. So I'm imagining a few maps are going to have very few trees on them. So this should come in handy. I mean, when I zoom back in, like here, there's a whole bunch of tires right here. So there's only, let's see, 2 by the concrete factory, 1 at the steel pipes for the concrete patches, and then 1 more by the gas station over here by the power tower. So these are the 4 locations on this map you can get concrete. After that, you have to go to the construction depot to get any concrete, which is actually quite pricey. Per block is like 1,500. So do be aware, if you're going to use any concrete bridges like I did, be like making sure you have enough to use it. And quite honestly, when I was dealing with the trees, I'm like, wait, there's no droppable point for the sawmill. So actually just using the clayfish, which actually was just testing out this morning, actually I just purchased it. It isn't too bad, but I somewhat feel like I need the treads for versus being level. So this isn't too bad of a vehicle. It's a nice design, but I will have issues with Greenway Cross. I have a few comments about it, mainly because I can't put the arm away when I have logs in the back. When I do, it says I can't put the arm down because of the log being in the way. So If anything, I would have to say, if they could put it, is either have a like, little rest area on the back of the arm area for this crane to be sitting on. But I get this is going by design, so I'm guessing maybe it's supposed to be holding on to that last log as you travel with the crane. Doesn't make sense, but hey, maybe that's what it's supposed to be doing. And with that, let's get into the job of the quest and turn this in because I have all my materials I need. I got my 4 concrete pallets, my 10 steel beams, and my 8 logs on this trailer. I don't like using this trailer because before the update, it would sometimes take flight. And I have that video of what was going on. Oh, do I think I dropped this off? Bring Moses to objective. Well, I actually have a nice quick way of dropping it off. Go here and recall the truck. Now, let me just check in the objectives before I do that. Yeah, I didn't have to recall it.
Good job collecting all those resources. I'm sure they'll all be properly used in construction and not end up in a dump somewhere. Well, you've got enough for us to exchange for brand spanking new tower parts, which is all that matters. All that's left is to send them to HQ in a convoy. Should be easy, right?
Yeah, easy, oh dear. Steel Beams Factory to Eastern Tower. Okay. So that's where I'm starting at. Oh, tunnel. Well, luckily I already made the bridge, so I'm a little bit happy I did that forethought. That was in my previous episode, where I actually made a few bridges and so forth. So if it's just the bridges I might need, then I'm pretty much all preset, and this should be a quick and easy episode. Or I should say, yeah, episode part. Now, honestly, I think it's going to do the same thing as before. And, well, have stuff going from the Steel Beams factory to the Eastern Tunnel, where it should be coming from the tunnel to us. I mean, why would you take anything out of the one base over here and then send it out? Yeah, all I gotta do is wait. There should be no issues. I don't see any mud on this road, so it should be an easy drop off. I'm not sure why it's giving me the hard objective when there's honestly nothing on here. Unless it was thinking I didn't do the bridge yet. So yeah. I just hope they don't make us try transfer anything from the southern tunnel, because I still have issues trying to clear any landslides. I mean, I can make paved roads right here, but clearing this out. Okay, is that a shipment? Since you don't have towers reaching out to the wall.
Now that we have the tower parts, it's time to put them to good use and get these comms towers going. First one is the western radio tower near Reedwood Bay, famous for its reeds. In wood. I'm sure it's a charming resort. All it needs is a convoy with power parts from the port. And then make sure the tower is connected to the nearest power station. Next one on the list is the northern radio tower. You know what? It's quite close to the concrete plant, so you'll have no trouble finding it. All you need to do is send over a convoy of tower parts from the transit point. And last but not least, the central radio tower. There's a piece of construction that needs transporting from the transit point to the tower. And that's all 3 towers. Go get 'em, Tiger.
Okay, so let's amplify the signal of the river by tower parts are ready and waiting for the port. Pick up your mesh and deliver them. Western radio tower show the link up. Efficient electricity. Oh, I did that earlier. So this is for the western tower. Okay, okay. So it's a pickup and drop off. What? 1, 2 crates? Okay. Let me think here. I want to use... I'll use a heavy duty vehicle because I got that large hill to deal with. I'll have to look into the Reddit post, see what they're doing with the update and so forth. I think they're doing more bug fixes and so forth, like with the AI controls. So it's more like a update to the patch 1.5. So it might be like a 1.6 we'll be dealing with tomorrow morning. Call that deploy. Not really seeing an option to hide away my hands. I only need it if I want to do the wood cutting. I'm still not really used to that. The heck? Okay. Infrastructure complete. Do I have any of those going on? Oh yeah, the tunnel. Okay. I'm actually gonna put them on top of each other in case I have to like drop them up in like a certain distance of each other. Here. We got the antenna arrays in this crate. I think, or maybe that's just the pallets. I'm gonna put that away just in case I need to travel with it. Strap cargo down. Yes. Let's see how far I get before I crash. I'll just go through the neighborhood, make it a little bit easier on myself. It's already a little bit messy. Dodge that pine tree. Oh wait, there's two of them. That way I can still scooch by. Somewhat. Okay. Worst case scenario, I just bring the crane over here and just turn my butt over. Once I'm back on the road, I'm pretty much all set. At least I have the thought to actually build the bridges, get some of the paving done and so forth, make my life feel a little bit easier. Let's see, what was it, about 5 jobs left to go? Got the one done, so that's 4. Got this one here, that'll be 3. And there'll be one type of job left over once I get the other 2 done. Let's see, we'll have the burrito task complete. I'm trying to think what was the last job. Should have taken the other way around. Let's see if I back up this way, go around the pole this time. And try it. There we go. I mean, I'm not going to be on this road very long. I think the only thing I gotta do after I get these 3 jobs complete is hook up this tower with a backup transmitter. That might be the only thing I'm missing. I think that my next big purchase might be the unrested vehicle of this, unless I have a few new ones come the next episode. Because I'm pretty sure I got most of the vehicles I have pretty much up to date. I don't think there's really anything that can outdo this one. I mean, sure, it's not helping I have all the way in one particular location, but I'd rather get the job done complete safely. The best I can do, I should say. Okay, are they in the circle? Not really. There we go. Okay, so that's now powered on. Let me go ahead. Well, I'll leave this be because I don't think I'm gonna go through this walk area too much. Okay, I better take away some of these flags so I can use the markers for something else. Oop. I think that's all of them. Okay. Okay, what's the next on the docket to get done? Repair northern radio tower. Okay. Track. This is the one I'm doing. Transit point to the tower. Oh, I really just got this road complete. Oh, wow, I was just getting this done. I might have a few issues with that mud pile. So it's 5 trucks, so I have that mud pile and one particular curve over here where it somewhat slides off a tad bit. I should be fine, but if need, I'll get the RV and just push the trucks up the hill. I mean, the AI isn't really shifting to low gear. It just barely drives on all-wheel drive, if anything. I'm guessing this is supposed to be easy, but a few of these sections were extremely slippy. Like right here, it has a nice little edge. And over here is a little dangerous. I gotta fill it and make it a little bit more even. Yeah, I pretty much did most of that paving this morning. Because I figured, we're going to be going up to this tower. I'm not sure which part, either from the tunnel itself or just from the transit point. Okay, well, that's doing that. Let's take a look at this. Okay, so deliver vehicle. Well, where's the vehicle? It's exciting to see a new single each new horizon. Each tower falls into line. Next is your hopeful one of these last steps. Transit construction part from the transit point to the central radio tower. Okay. It's a vehicle. Okay. That should be too bad. Just gotta dodge the traffic. And then after this, it's just making sure those trucks, the AI, so I should say, get to that shipment point. I must have missed a flag. I'll deal with that later. Ooh. The one thing I will say I kind of liked in Aftermath is most of my resources transferred over to the next from the previous level. I would like to see that happen with the like you combine from two different levels, have the resources combined to that particular spot. I guess I'll find out whether or not that happens. I mean, starting with no gasoline or so forth kind of hurts. Come on. Not really sure if there's any other points or issues. I'm trying to think what will be the last mission or job, I should say, that needs getting done. Okay, there's another tower. Okay, how is the transit? Still good, still good. Ah. Okay. Okay, so I got please hold.
All three towers back in action. You did good today. Real good. Tonight, I'll raise my mug of cocoa to you.
I guess that was it. All goals complete. Did miss off a few experience points because on that last job it was supposed to take 5 trips. I only got 1 done, so I guess it took. Return to the hub, yeah. Okay, so on the infrastructure's request, that's that full left one. Even if I cancel it, I still have issues with it where I don't know. It just you can't have traffic crisscrossing. You can only have one way, like a one-way lane. So I know in the previous episode it was at 5, but then after I restarted the game again, it went back to 0. So I'm not sure if that's a glitch or something. No, we all know it's all complete. So who knows? Maybe they'll fix that too. Because I'm kind of getting tired of that coming up 0 every time I'm coming onto the game. And I'm like, I know I got my infrastructure complete. So with that, I think I might do either Douglas after bad conditions of bad weather, water level of the local river has risen. Unfortunately, it's of the aging upstream dam, already weakened by the recent semi-activity, the collapse and causing of the reservoir to drain. I might do this one next. That or I'll do the slocum generally. I kind of wish they put also where in the world they are doing this in the map menu. As a result of the mistake made during gas destruction, a low section of the natural gas caverns below the region have explosives and collapse, resulting in the forming of mass sinkholes across the land. Well, yeah, I would think so. You have been a sign of the risk of the repeat of gas detonations by the scale of the collapse parts of the region. Okay, so they were drilling for gas, something exploded, or they didn't secure the walls of the beams, I believe, and it just started collapsing. Like limestone core I have around my where I live, they don't really reinforce the walls of the area, so everything usually collapses. And I know a few people have lost their homes in that area. And then this last one that we might do in the next episode is, what was it again? Sand sweeps. Oh, after especially violent sandstorm sweeping through the region, the solar power plant surrounding it will render entirely inoperable, threatening the region's power grid. You have been tasked with repairing and the facilities and restoring the remaining solar power plants to working conditions. Okay, so we're just getting to the bare minimum of activity. Not okay. So this is what we have. Three. I might just do the top one first, and then make my way down. So thank you for watching the episode, and I'll see you in the next one, which should be not too long for me to begin recording and so forth. So thank you, and have a nice day.